Pressure the crib with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the...
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins take over first down again at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready? On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucks and Cards from Glendale.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers out to his left. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Second and 1 from the 2.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Jones again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Mostert running right, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Tua going to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Ready.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready.
Play action, now it's Tua.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, Mostert down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. Completes it again to Doubs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam down.
Rodgers again now. Completed out left to Dobbs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lewis. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Right, 97.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
A.J. Dillon. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch one. Ready?
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Faster, faster.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Tua.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Tua. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Open man, this is Lewis.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught, right side, it's Lewis.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A credit Chris Barnes rushing in there and hitting him for a loss.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check pitch. Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready, break.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Play action. Now it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers to Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Rodgers to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Crosby is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion left is Watkins. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music.